What's up fam, welcome back to this video. First of all, I wanted to say thank you so much for all the love and support in the last few months. The channel has grown over 1,000 subscribers, which is really unbelievable to me. I never thought that will happen, but you guys changed my mind, and yes, I'm really thankful for that. But I will shut up for now and let's jump right into today's video. So first of all, what you're going to do is to create a new file in Photoshop. I used the A3 layer, which you can also find in the print section. If you click view all presets, there you can find the A3 preset. Or you can just copy the settings, which you can see here. Then click create. First of all, what you're going to do is to download this picture. I will link this picture down in the video description so you can also download it. Then drag the photo into your Photoshop file, make it a lot more bigger, so that should be fine. Then click this tool and also make sure that you are selected the layer. Then click on this tool and say select subject. So Photoshop will select the subject for you. Then right click and say layer via copy. Then you can delete the first layer. So now you just have the subject. Now what we are going to do is to apply some filters and effects onto this picture. So first of all, you need to make sure that these colors over here set to black and white, because these two colors are affected by the filter gallery, which you can see now. And the effects are already applied, but I will show you now how to create this effect. First, let's delete that. First you are going to texture and add the grain effect. Then you can copy these settings: intensity 15, contrast 13, and grain type on regular. You can adjust all these settings like you want and just try something new, so maybe you get a cooler result. Then I'm going to add a new effect layer and say halftone patterns in the sketch file. Then halftone pattern, and there you can also copy these settings and play around, and I think that looks good to me, and apply the settings by OK. So now the settings are applied to the picture. Then what we are going to do now is to add a new filter. Go to filter, blur, and motion blur. So this effect gives the picture a little bit more motion, so the person looks like it's really falling down. And I do it by 44 pixels, angle 90, because that looks shit. So I'm going to apply 90 degrees and say okay, that looks good. So after that I create a new text and make it a little bit bigger and type R. Then I draw a circle around the R by clicking shift, so it's a circle, otherwise it looks shit. Then delete the fill, the stroke by like 127 looks good. Then select those two layers and center them. And then if you select those two layers and click Ctrl E, you merge them together. Ctrl T, adjust it a little bit. Okay, that looks good. Then add another text, call it gravity, adjust it. Okay, then a little fine tuning. Okay, good. Make it a bit little smaller here. Okay, nice. Then I add some other stuff to fill out the whole design. If you want to change the color of an object, just double click the layer and go to color overlay and set the color you want the object to be. In this case, it's black. So, and that's the whole design. And now I'm going to show you how to add a pleat type effect on the whole design. first select all layers by clicking the first, then shift and click the last layer, then Control G to create a group, then Control J to duplicate the group, and then Control E to create one layer out of the whole group. What you do now is right click the layer and say convert to smart object, so we can apply some effects and adjust them afterwards because it's a smart object now. So we are going to filter, say blur, Gaussian blur, adjust it a little bit, like 3.7 should be fine. That's maybe too much, but we are at another filter, which is noise. Add noise, 18% should be okay, and then go to adjustments and say threshold, and there you can play around with the panel, do what you like the most, and I think that looks cool to me. Then I also add another filter, which is distort and ripple. There's a like 29% should be okay. So this effect gives a little wave effect on the outlines on the design, which you can see if I delete it and activate it. This is what this filter does. So all in all, it looks good to me. So if you add all the filters and the threshold, what you're going to do now is to create a solid color and make it white. Then select all 3 layers and click Control, Shift, Alt and E. So you create a new layer out of the 3 layers which you selected before. So these 3 layers, I create a group and deactivate it, and now you have all the filters and effects applied on the design. What you can do now is create a new layer, double click the design and adjust the panel here to delete the white tones, just like 180 should be fine. Then select those 2 layers and click Control E. So now you can see the whole design is transparent. Then you can drop it onto your mockup design or your shirt design. And that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it, and if so, let me know in the comments, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.